It's Wednesday morning. We started at 6, but it's 8:30 right now. We're out at the Schofield Army base. A couple of Blackhawks just took off. Did a little work for the military this morning. Actually, we started at 7 today. We didn't start at 6. Started at 7 and we bobtailed over to the shipping terminal and started looking for this container. It was buried 8 containers deep, so it took a while to get it out. And we had a 9 o'clock appointment out here at Schofield. Here on what everybody has a different name for this area. Beaver Road. All the truck drivers call it the range. It's where all the training takes place. So we just had 2 Blackhawks land and a bunch of soldiers jumped out. So this is where they do all their training. But we're supposed to meet up with a crane and a crew. And I know they're going to try to get me to stay with them, but I got a lot of other work I want to get done, so hopefully I can spot it and then come back. But now it's the hurry up and wait. We're here. It's 8:34. And the appointment's not until 9, so hurry up and wait. But it's a cool area. There's always something interesting going on. Sometimes there's live fire, at which point we wouldn't be allowed in here, but it's a big open area. You can see up there where they do stuff. It's always something going on there. Some people call it Area X. I think Area X is more over there where the barracks are. And these guys will probably just land and take off all day long. Oh, I got the big helicopter. What do they call this? With the twin blades. It's cool. Bases when during the week they always have training going on. That's what we're doing. Just hanging out here at Schofield. So, like most logistical things, we get here, find out that they're taking the container off the chassis. So I hooked up with the crane. The crane wasn't sure if they could lift it. So we're super cautious. Look at these helicopters carrying the Humvee. There's another one over there carrying an artillery gun. But we're up in the range here. This is where they have all the targets and they do live fire and stuff like that. And because we're in this area, they have to shut down this whole operation for the day while we play with the crane and the container. So nobody likes it when you do that, especially if it takes longer than you're supposed to. And then we didn't even know we were taking the container off the chassis. That's logistics. Anyway, we're way up here in the mountains on these little dirt roads, or semi-dirt roads. It's beautiful, but it's it always makes you feel a little on edge because of all the training that goes on up here. I've done this a few times. This was something I've done before. I didn't do it in this location, though. It was a different location. Basically, they're maintaining the targets that pop up and go down. You know, they pop up, and then when you hit them, they go down on their own. But this is what I mean. There's all this training area up here. It's all been shut down for the day. And we got to make the right and head on down into the gulch here. Not designed for tractor trailers. I can't keep right and make the turns. So we're going to take this chassis back to the shipping terminal, and then we're going to hook up to another full 40-foot container full of tires and take that out to Waipahu. That'll be our next run. We're about, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles up here into the boonies. Making our way back to town, slowly but surely. Look at this hairpin. It's more fun when you're fully loaded coming up this hill. Coming back to the chassis and stuff. Wednesday. I don't normally work Wednesday, so maybe this is kind of normal for Wednesday. Wednesday is kind of the slow day of the week. There's no big ships in. It's usually when we get all caught up. That's why I prefer to take Wednesdays off. Unless it's in the middle of the week, it works well for me. So dispatcher setup gave me 3 runs this morning. A load of equipment going out to the Schofield Army Base. A load of tires going to the tire company, and a load of mattresses going to the mattress distributor. And so we bobtailed over to the shipping terminal, picked up the load of equipment for the Army base. Went out there and couldn't find the building that they wanted me to deliver to. Got a hold of the contact person after I called the 3rd number on the paperwork. And they go, yeah, my guys will be there at 9 o'clock. Know where you're at, we'll come and get you. So I got there at 8:30, it was supposed to be at 9 o'clock. On time delivery. So I saw the crane go by and I go, on time, I wonder if that crane's for me. There's no mention of it on the paperwork. So 9 o'clock comes, the guy comes to get me, and we go all the way back onto into the range. Sure enough, there's the crane all ready to go. And I'm like, what's in the container that they need a crane? And then I find out, oh no, we're taking the container off the chassis. This is going to be not only the equipment they're installing, but it's going to be their workshop while they're here. No mention of that in the paperwork. So now I have to let the crane operator know exactly how heavy the container is. I have no idea other than the paperwork I have. The paperwork tells me it's 25,000. He says he thinks he can lift that, but that weight is many times not very accurate. So I told him, be careful. We put up the slings and rig it all up. Of course, I was supposed to, thought we were just going to drop the container. So by the time you get the crane set up and everything rigged up and pull it off. That took 2 hours. Because, you know, it's dangerous. You want to be careful. But it's so much for the plan. You know, if we had known that, I probably would have been given the runs I was given. But this is a typical day, so I mean, it's nothing to worry about. I'm just going through the day so other people know this is what trucking's all about. So now we take the container off the chassis, but that means now I got to take the chassis back to the shipping terminal. And dispatch wanted me to go by the tire shop and pick up an empty that was there. So he has to do some finagling, and I take the chassis back to the shipping terminal, pick up the full for the tires, and somebody else has gone and picked up the empty. So everything's working out. Take the tires down, drop off the tires, then we head over to a food distributor up in Pro City Industrial and pick up an empty container that was left up there. Take that back to the shipping terminal. Now we're hooked up to the mattresses. Today's working out, but in my mind, when I came to work and I saw those 3 runs, I thought I'd be done with those 3 runs by 11 o'clock, and it's 1:24. And that's just typical trucking. So here we go. We're in a 45-footer. The roads are getting tight. This is when we start cheating, meaning I can't make the turn from the right lane. I got to cheat, went to the left lane, pull way out. Try not to hit the little stop sign in the middle of the road here. Yeah, right. I made it with like a foot to spare. We're going to make a left turn. Same thing, it's a 45-foot container, so we got to take up 2 lanes. There's cars there, we have to let the cars out of the way. Cars there, so now we got to wait for that car to leave. Same thing again, right turn. We need 2 lanes to make the turn. Coming, we gotta let them get out of the way. No problem. 2 lanes. And again, we're gonna make a right turn. Same thing again. We need to go super wide. So if there's any cars, gotta be aware of it. Put it on the other side, but the 45 is not going to go there. So we got to go talk to them. Okay, yeah, they decided to put the... It'll fit, but they'd have to move all the equipment they got on the ground so I can jackknife it in. That changed the mind. though. It didn't go quite as planned. But at least we had a plan. Yeah, it always goes a little smoother when you got a plan. But we had 3 spots that were given to us this morning. We got all 3 spots done. They just didn't go as quickly as I would have thought they would have. But we had some interesting runs though. Went to a part of the Area X range that I've never been to before. Didn't even know it existed. Don't know how long it's been there. But that was fun. But we came in at 7. We did 6 movements. We drove 133 miles. We'll be out of here by 3:20. Community list is pretty solid, 3 pages. One of the clerks at the shipping terminal told me the big ship of the week is a little bit late, so prepare for a long day tomorrow. Thursdays are always pretty busy days. Well, it's the busiest day of the week. But we're gonna head on home. I got some mahi fillets defrosting. The rice was already made, and I'm just gonna stir fry some vegetables with it and call that dinner. That is it for today. Thanks for watching. Aloha.